Hello everybody, my name is Level 5 and welcome to the channel where you'll find me talking about movies, TV shows, comic books and video games alike. Of course, I'm Level 5. Now, before I dive straight into this isn't scripted or anything, I just want to dive in and have a talk about something. Specifically, Gotham Knights. A video game that came out and it wasn't well received, was it? Let's be honest. Gotham Knights revolves around a storyline about the Court of Owls and them, trying to take over Gotham, pretty much. And you get to play as 4 individual characters. Your choices are Nightwing, Robin, aka Tim Drake, Red Hood, and Batgirl. Okay, cool. That works. Now, there's a lot of problems with this game. My biggest gripe about the game, honestly, is the fact that you can play as any character, no matter who you play as, nothing changes. There isn't set missions for each character, there isn't any connection between anything. Basically, I wanted there to be elements similar to Spider-Man 2, Insomniac's Spider-Man 2 game, where there'd be some stuff for Miles and some stuff for Peter. I'm not saying follow Insomniac, I'm just saying I'd like that anyway. That was my biggest gripe. But the more that I've tried to play it and stuff like this, I've found more problems. Some gameplay aspects I didn't like, some dialogue was a bit weird, but my biggest issue is this could have been an Arkham game. Let me just say there is a few things that have to change. Now let's dive straight in and talk about it. Okay, so for this to work, this would actually have to take place after Arkham Knight. Now, the reason why I say this is because the ending of Arkham Knight and the beginning of Gotham Knights follow something very similar. Batman dies. He's absent at the end of Arkham Knight, and he's no longer around in Gotham Knight. That's the biggest connector here, and it makes perfect sense. Why not connect them? So, we don't actually see in the end of Arkham Knight exactly how things transpired when the mansion blew up. We just know for a fact that, well, Batman died. Supposedly. Gotham Knight then could have given us the answer. Now look at exactly what happened with when it comes to Arkham Knight. We have the likes of the Arkham Knight himself, Red Hood, Jason Todd, and Scarecrow ruining Gotham. Well, if you want to use the Court of Owls, it would still make sense. Picture this. You are a hidden organization that was the groundwork of Gotham City. You are the Court of Owls. And the vigilante that's been going around causing havoc over the last few years, allowing the Joker to form into a big gigantic titan thing, Joker's blood to go out across Gotham and poison people, and now Scarecrow and this Arkham Knight character reforming Gotham in their own image. It doesn't paint a very big picture in the light of what you want Gotham to be. Does it? Not only that, I've just only listed a few things that happen in the Arkham universe. There's a lot more. So, what do you do as the Court of Owls? You take down the one thing that is related to all of them. Batman. Batman could have been taken out for his indecisive role in these events. His getting in the way, for example. Now, I'm not saying Batman was indecisive, I'm saying in the Court of Owls' eyes, he would be indecisive and just getting in the way. Them taking him out would have been their answer to solving the problems that have been happening throughout the Arkham series. Now, there is obviously one major problem here that we have. There are 2 characters that don't correlate with the Arkham universe when it comes to being playable in the Gotham Knight game. Red Hood and Batgirl. Well, there's actually 2 really easy fixes. It's just people have to use their brains when writing a good storyline when it comes to games. First off, let's talk about Batgirl. Now, we know for a fact that in the Arkham Knight game, she gets kidnapped. And you have to go find her. She's known as Oracle in this game, and she is in her wheelchair. Which means the DLC is canon, where you play as Batgirl, and of course, it kind of takes place and kind of reforms the Killing Joke storyline where Joker takes her out. Right? Okay, so let's paint this picture. Barbara doesn't ever want to be in the situation where she is kidnapped again. Batman isn't around anymore. Not only that, she never wants to have to rely on someone else ever again. She feels like because Batman's gone, she has to step up to the plate. Well, I'm actually going to take something from Arrow here. In the Arrow TV show, Felicity actually got, well, wheelchaired, in a sense. But, through technology, she's able to walk again. Just use the same plot there. Make it so there's a new form of technology that is tested or not tested, whatever the case may be, and Oracle learns how to walk. And it can actually play into the whole fact of Batgirl's story. She's back to being Batgirl. Have dialogue between Dick Grayson and Barbara where it's a case of, hey, are you okay to do this? Maybe she's not okay to do this. Maybe she's over her head. Actually have a cutscene where Batgirl stumbles, misses a Batarang, something like that. Have Batgirl actually fail at something and then have a whole drama moment of, hey, can I actually do this? It would work. Second of all, you have Red Hood, aka Jason Todd. Well, this is exactly where you play along with Bruce Wayne's whole family work. Bruce Wayne leaves a video recording for Alfred, where he says to Alfred, bring Jason Todd back into it. Bring him in, make him a part of the family. Dick Grayson and Tim, I don't know why I keep calling him Dick Grayson. Dick and Tim are not gonna like it, but if I'm gone, you're gonna need Jason. You're gonna need someone who's willing to take a step, take that, moment, and then make him the Red Hood. Ta-da! I've just fixed your 2 character issues. Sorted. So, there we have a connection between the Arkham Knight and Gotham Knight. You have the whole aspect of, hey, the Court of Owls don't want Batman around anymore, so they took him out. Then, I've also just fixed Jason Todd and Barbara. They're now in the whole group. So then there's a few other things that you could have done. I know for a fact Penguin and Mr. Freeze are in the game. Well, you could just reference something that happened in Arkham Knight. So, for an example, Mr. Freeze is a boss fight. You could have Mr. Freeze actually make a reference to the fact that in Arkham City, Arkham Knight, whenever you fight Mr. Freeze, it's very tactical, and in one of the moments you fight Mr. Freeze in the Arkham series, you actually have to do sneak mission around him. Blow stuff up and, cause him to be distracted so you can get on top of him. Hence why he is the boss fight he is. Maybe Mr. Freeze is like, well, the Batman got on top of me. I'm not gonna let you, next gen people, you puny wannabes get on top of me. That ain't happening. Then you've got Penguin. He isn't as big of a hardcore menace as he was in the Arkham games. He's stepped back a bit. Actually have Penguin not exactly stop being a villain, just not being a hardcore villain. And maybe between the dialogue between one of the characters and Penguin, he'd be like, look, I'm trying not to be in the game. But if you're born in the game, you learn how to play the game. Now I'm playing the game behind a desk and I don't have to get myself punched in the face by you lot. See what I'm getting at? It always bugged me that we had 2 storylines that literally could correlate with each other. We had Arkham Knight and we had Gotham Knight, and the beginning of one game and the end of one game are literally almost identical. We never had Court of Owls turn up in the game itself. You also could have done things like bring Azrael into it as a side quest, bring Batwoman into it. Hell, you could even brought in Damian Wayne. There's so many things that you could have done here. This was a very short video, but I just wanted to tell you guys and explain how I think Gotham Knights, and I still believe that it should have been the Arkham sequel. I know Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a sequel to the Arkham games, and we're getting a new Arkham game in the VR sense. But it still bugs me that Gotham Knight isn't an Arkham game. You never had to call it anything Arkham either. The Arkham title name, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, is Batman's storyline. I mean, hell, Suicide Squad takes place in the Arkham universe, but it's not called Arkham Squad Killed the Justice League or anything like that, is it? Gotham Knights also is a good title because it's the Arkham Knight is the title for Jason Todd's character. But in a way, Batman's the Arkham Knight because he's the Dark Knight, but he's the Arkham Knight because it's the Arkham universe. The Gotham Knights kind of parallels the whole name thing. See what I'm trying to get at? Anyway, that's today's video. I just wanted to talk to you guys about how I would make it work. And that it still should have been the sequel. Let me know your thoughts. Should Gotham Knights been the sequel to Arkham Knight? Or am I just overthinking this? Thank you everyone for tuning in. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell if you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to do more of these videos here in the next couple of days, just me rambling on about stuff. I want to get more content out, and honestly, I have a lot to say about a lot of different things. So, let me know. Of course, make sure you check out the other channels that I have, and if there's any specific topic you want me to talk about when it comes to video games, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about my theory of how we could have connected the two. And would you prefer if Gotham Knights was a sequel to Arkham Knight, or do you like the fact it's what it is? Should Gotham Knights been more? How do you fix Gotham Knights? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you all for listening and watching this video. I love you all. Roar of passion, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye.